beautiful night with you beautiful people. I can't even talk. I'm starting to like these night vlogs. Who am I kidding? I've always liked them. Hell yeah. But anywho, the point of the matter is I hope you guys' day is going good. I hope you're doing things that are keeping your vibe high. You know what I mean? Keeping that awareness strong. Keeping you present, because the more present, say it with me. That's right. The easier it is to create your reality. And a lot of us overthink that. You know what I mean? We create these false stories and shit. I guess the ego gets so bored, doesn't it? But you gotta remember, you're beyond the ego. You ain't here to just... What the fuck was that? I had a weird funny bone feeling in my leg. I think we're good. Alright, cool. Look at that view. It's so pretty, I know. Anyways. Just know that you're loved. You know what I mean? Know that anything you want to do, you could do it and you will do it. It's like, if you're watching this, you already know you're remembering that you're here for a reason. You know that you're watching this for a reason. Everything's for a reason, right? Because nothing's coincidental. Don't believe in that, because the universe is too perfect to make mistakes, you know? Everything is leading you to somewhere. Always on the right path to the proper timeline and stuff, you know? My neck hurts, dude. I hope I'm okay. I slept wrong, and now, like, when I look to the right, it feels like the vein is making, like, it's giving, like, a throbbing feeling, you know what I mean? Oh, I hope I'm okay. I guess I'm just really sensitive. And then it tripped me out, because then my foot had a tingly feeling. I don't think that was related, though. I don't know. I'm okay, but just, make sure you guys are sleeping good. And in a good, non-awkward position. Because you ever wake up with your back hurting and your neck? You're like, bro, come on. Sometimes that pillow is too low, too high. I don't know. You know what I mean? You gotta have it in the Goldilocks zone, the just right zone. So as long as you're doing that, you're golden. And then you can go and you can travel. Because you know how we're sleeping, we're traveling. Yeah. So, safe travels, you feel me? Oh, my neck hurts. I'll be alright. I hope. Ew. When I moved my neck, you could hear it crack. And like the fucking nerves just go... Okay, maybe that was the bone, not the nerves, but... Ow. With that being said, guys, I got new kicks. Shout out Converse, dude. I don't know why, but I've been heavy on Vans. Like, dude, these look sick, right? These fit my avatar clean. I like this too. Look at... Oops, wrong one. I like how they have... Oh, shit. Where the fuck is it? Ugh. Bear with me. There. I like how they have that. That's sick. Like, Vans don't really have that. How the hell? Dude, I've known these shoes existed forever, right? I'm 25. I don't know how or why I never started to wear these before, but hell yeah, we chilling now. Deck out your avatar the way you want it. That's playing the game, you know? That's expressing yourself. Like, the next ones I'm gonna get, probably black, and then I'll get the red ones again, because... Dude, imagine left shoe red, right shoe black. That's an option, you know what I mean? I could do that. But I like wearing them both at the same time. We'll see what's up. That'd be cool. Now, if you excuse me 1 second, I gotta take a leak. Alright, guys, I feel better. I'm relieved. Bada bing, bada boom. And I'm full as fuck. I ate a buffet. It's like seafood. Got that chow mein, I got the salmon, I got the bread. I got that crab, I got that chow mein. I got that sushi, I got the edamame, I got the ginger. It was good. Not needless to say, right? But can you freaking blame me? All there is to eat in America is freaking fries, burgers, chicken, and fries and burgers and chicken. Just nothing but fast food. Like, I'm good. I need something new. Something soul food wise, right? So it's good to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, different stuff, mix it up. This, that, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth and seventh, is great. But, yeah. This video, though, about this time around, right? As you can see by the title, obviously. If you can't see it, then that sucks. You should try to look at it again, you know what I mean? But it's stop overthinking and just do it, For a long time, I was overthinking doing these videos for care. You know why, though? Here's, get this. Because I care so much of the external. I was still in that ego part of me that didn't really fully understand or grasp the concept that there is no outside. It's all within you, right? So I kept putting the awareness out there, caring and not fully accepting my whole essence and self. Therefore, trying to seek validation from other people because I never gave it to myself. And therefore, leading to worrying over what people think or how they perceive me. So it's like I had my awakening, and that's part of the shift, right? That's part of the awakening is going through that. So I had to go through that. It was a lesson, sure, I get that. And then it was just like, for a long, this is 2020, right, when I woke up. Or 2018 I woke up. 2020 I got the idea to make these videos. But then I kept stalling. I kept allowing that false fear of what if, people think I'm crazy, what if I'm not, credible enough that I get nowhere? What if I'm just wasting my time and it gets nowhere? All these, irrational thoughts, the ego just loves to just sit in comfort and, no, it's, better just not do it so that we just don't, be depressed that it didn't happen. Nothing. And it's just like, you don't know in the first place. It could happen. It will. And maybe even the first fucking reason you got this vision, it was because the universe said, here, it's possible. It will happen. You just got to put in the work. You got to let go of this and that doesn't serve. You got to let go of them. It doesn't serve. They're holding you back. I was around people that were hindering my growth. They were toxic people. So they were hindering the blessings, if you will, that I could have had happen early, whether it was making the videos finally, but I was hanging around again. I needed to let them go. I let them go. I also needed to let go of this false version of myself that cares so much about what they think. And it's so freeing because it's like when you really do let go of that version of you that cared so much of the external, you are so free. You start to radiate such healing magnetic aura, W aura. Those of you who don't know, W means good, and then L is like, take the L, it's bad. But anyways, I got such good aura. Like now I'm walking around, I'm playing the game, I'm playing my part in this simulation, holographic universe, whatever. And not overly main character vibes because we're all one and shit. But just aware enough to the point where it's like, wow, he gives off main character energy, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Now I'm playing my part. As you saw, I'm wearing what I want, dressing my avatar, right? Getting them tattoos again. The body's a temple. Just decking out my avatar, creating it. We're in creative mode, right? In this, in this reality, in this game of life, we're in creative mode. Whether it's creating your body, whatever, decking it out, or in creating the life that you want. So whether it's making the music or the videos, or all of the above, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. For so long I stopped myself for caring. Even caring about whether people see me vlog and shit. That's caring what they think of the external. But it's not even there. We're all connected. All of us, we're consciousness, right? And we're all just co-creating our experiences of this reality, or at least of this timeline that we're kind of seem to be similarly on. Even though no one really perceives reality to be the same, we all perceive it differently, right? But it's like, we all perceive this illusion differently, if you will, based on how far you've come to know yourself. But the more you come to know yourself at a deeper level of existence, like as a spiritual being having a different human experience, right? Then boom, you can understand the universe more infinitely and less linearly, right? More like fluidly, freely, non-linearly. It's great, I love it. So now that I don't care what people think, now I can freely vlog and see that a car's passing me, and then I used to be like, oh my god, no, don't look at me. You know what I mean? And now I'm just like, yeah, what's up? Because part of that was what? Caring about the external, about what people think, but we can't do that. So now that I finally started, I'm feeling all this momentum. I'm talking faster with ease, though, not stumbling on my words because I'm feeling the flow. I'm doing what I love, what I'm passionate about. And it comes with ease, right? When you really tap into your flow state, it comes with ease. Every idea, what you're doing, you know what I mean? You allow for the higher you to flow through, to guide you to just do whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's the music or the building a business or content creation, whatever. Just start it. Okay. You've seen There's streamers, right? There's people on TikTok or idiotic people, no offense, you know, just harassing people like streamers. They'll harass people. And because people watched it or watching it, they're garnering attention, right? They're getting paid. They're getting money. They're doing what they love, I guess. But now they're successful with it, right? They're opening opportunities for themselves. Because guess what? They wanted it so bad. No matter how, much of no matter how rude these streamers are being, right? Or these other content creators. What sets us what sets you different if you care so much about what people think and not starting it because you're scared? What sets you different from those people who are successful already? Whether it's these streamers who are just, you know, complete pieces of poo poo. The difference between you and them is that they didn't care what people think. They are where they're at now because they did it and they want it so bad. They didn't care no matter what. We're out here caring about how we're perceived and looked at and this and that and the third. That we're hindering ourselves. We're stopping our growth. We're keeping ourselves in the same reflection, same reality because we're not doing this new, right? We're not stepping into the unknown. But now it's just like, why are they gonna not care? And now they're successful. I see a streamer and shit. It's in my hometown city. I saw him on YouTube, and this other guy was reviewing his video, and they're like, "Damn, he's just being a complete dick." This and that. He was kind of like starting problems with like he was talking to some girl, and then this other guy looked at her, and he's like, "Hey, why are you looking at her? Just start problems, whatever." You know what I'm saying? But that influencer, or I don't even want to say that, right? The streamer, the cringe streamer, is successful enough because he watches videos, even though he's a complete piece of poo poo. You know what I mean? Because he didn't care. He didn't care so much. He wanted it so much that he just did it. And now look where he's at. So the difference between you and them is they don't care. You feel me? I used to care. Now I'm doing this. So now we're doing it. Because we can't care. The most successful people are in the world that are successful because they truly did not give a fuck. There are so many fucks you can give. You just gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta love it so much that you are just nothing is gonna stop you because you want it so much. Not want it so much to the point where if it doesn't happen you won't be okay, but want it so much that this like your soul is hungry for something more, right? It's like, no, this is me. This is me. And if it's you and that it's like me doing these videos, I'm like, yes, this is me. That's how you know. That's how I know. And I'm doing my purpose. One of my purposes. And now that I'm finally starting my videos, making my music, coding, making my way downtown. That song. It's like I feel so like proud of myself, so blissful, so peaceful. It's easier for me to be able to differentiate between what is the real me, the higher self, soul, and the ego, the one that wants you to keep you in familiarity and just not do it because what if this and that? I'm scared. Oh no, no, fuck that guy. You know what I mean? With all due respect, it's all for a reason. It serves its purpose. But when you outgrow that, you see that you're beyond that ego, right? The limiting beliefs and the cycles and shit. Then you can do more. It's great. What the fuck are you honking, man? Oh, I got it. A car passed and didn't let him go. He's like, honk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So all you gotta do is keep on keeping on. Just do it. Less thinking, less over analyzing. You got this vision for a reason. Do it. Even me when I make these videos, I'm not necessarily seeing. It's kind of slow growth. But the whole reason why I did this was because I've always wanted to make videos, one. And two, there's people that need to hear what I say. They need a reassurance that they're not crazy. They're just awakening in a world that didn't teach you to really express yourself. You know what I mean? They told you to settle down. This is reality. This is real. You know what I mean? They didn't tell us how to open our third eye and chakras and shit. They didn't tell you that there's more than the physical plane of reality. They just said, here, stick to this. This is how reality is and blah, 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 right? But if you question it or go further, you're crazy. Something's wrong with you. You got a disorder. I'm here to remind you guys that that's not true. We're just so not from here, that we're so not meant, and our soul is so vast that we're not really conditioned, if you will, to be here, right? But we're here to help. We chose to be here, of course. But whether it's for yourself, though, right? Not even just for everyone else. You do your dream because it's you, because you love yourself so much, and not in a narcissistic way, egoic way. No, just, you know what I mean? You accept yourself, your whole essence, whatever, all that. You accept your whole being, whole experience. People are going to feel that healing in the energy. And then you're going to act as a beacon, as light, as a catalyst for other people that need your light. They need your awakening, because there's a lot of souls, I promise you, that do need your light and your guidance. You know what I mean? and I'm helping be a part of that, and it's great. It's great. I'm not only chasing my dreams, but I'm helping other versions of myself. If you will remember that there's more. And you know, the root chakra is red, right? And I'm seeing red. So really, get to the root. You feel me? The root chakra. Get to the root, the source of that vision, of that goal, your dream, and just do it. Again, look at these people that are fucking famous for no reason. They're rich. Not that money means anything. I'm just saying. They're like, we got people lip singing over videos, putting peanut butter all over their faces for clout, because guess what? That's how they garnered your energy, your awareness. And if you can garner someone's attention, you can make yourself monetizable. You know what I'm saying? Look at that tree. I love it. That's how it is. You make yourself marketable. You know, whether it's starting a business, making music, or content. So just start it. Just do it. Don't do it for the money. That's a bonus feature for doing what you love. Do it because you love it, because it's you in every sense of the word. You're doing it. Like when I'm doing these videos, I'm like, yes, this is me. You know what I mean? Fuck. Spiderweb. Sorry. I'm like, don't be on me. Are we good? I'm hoping good. I don't want a spider web to be on me. Or a spider. Sorry. A spider web is okay as long as there's no spider. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Anywho. Do it all. Because you know you want to. So why not? You know what I mean? Look at everyone's just in their own realities. Like that person's going somewhere. He's probably gonna go see his girl, or his girl's with him. They just got home from soccer practice. This one's just, flexing his car and shit. And then that one's like, they're just, they're going home from work. I obviously made all that up. I don't know. But either way, the point is, we're all out here coexisting, co-creating our reality, whether we're aware of it or not. But if you're aware of it, that's where your power steps in. You feel me? You're strong. The fact that you're aware of it, the fact that you know what it is that you see that you want to do, and it's like you can feel, my God, you can see that reality, the version of you that's, whoa, it's living the dream life. I feel it, I could touch it. I'm like, whoa, it's like it's right now. Yes, it is happening right now. It's just a different reality, different timeline where it already happened. But that awareness, right, and then the third eye and consciousness, knowing that your consciousness is not the body, you're like, okay, cool, I feel it, I visualize it, boom. Tune into that version of myself. Let's mirror that version of myself that's doing it already. Okay, cool. What is he doing? What is she doing? Oh, okay. He's making videos. He's doing this and that. He feels like this. He's thinking like this. He sees life like this. Mirror that. And then that will be your reality. Every day, mirror that reality. It will be this reality. Because if life is truly, your reality is truly a mirror, then you bet your fucking booty it's going to be reflected to you nonetheless. You just got to keep going. Sorry, I just started channeling all that. I didn't want to get those thoughts. I didn't want to forget it. So I was like, you know what I mean? It's great. I'm not anything at all. I'm sober. That's just the, what's the word? That's the effects of eating good, being in a full stomach for sure, drinking that water, and being in the flow state. When you're in the flow state, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Natural energy. You don't need anything outside of you. You are energy. You are vibrations. We all have a lot of energy. We are energies. That's why it's like the root chakra, red, grounding, right? We need to ground our energy. And through grounding the energy, we're able to actually easily articulate our thoughts, our emotions, and, like the intentions. So, like, the reality that you're trying to make, whatever, manifest. You feel me? So once you balance out that energy, ground yourself, relax, breathe. Then it's like, all right, cool. Now we can have fun with this game of life. Now it can create. Now it can coexist, baby. Yeah. So anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. My camera's about to die. Almost. I'm glad I made this video in time before that. Go out there. Chase that dream. But don't chase it in the sense that it's running away from you. Hell no. But act on it every day. Because it's you. And you've always known that it's you. So keep going. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Namaste, lady. Alright, I forgot one more thing. When you start now, you will not. If all it is now, right? Once you finally started, imagine where you'll be in 2 years because you finally started. It's not going to be the same reality that you're in. Nah, because you're doing differently. When you're doing differently, you're feeling differently, you're thinking differently, and you're seeing differently. And again, the mirror changes reality. So it will shift as you shift. You feel me? Because everything's connected. Of course you feel me. Damn, we're all connected. Let's get this. Start it now. Again, once you start it, you will be in a completely different place in your life within 2 years or less. You never know. Anything's possible. Time's not real. It's all here right now. Alright, I love you.